Hold up.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and normally I try to introduce my topic for Sunday earlier in the week, but we are going to be doing a community stream tomorrow, pinned in the top comment, and we are going to be talking about all facets of entertainment, but the main thing I want to talk about and have a discussion is get woke, go broke, the mantra we've heard time and time again. Is there any truth to it? And have we seen it actually manifest in the entertainment industry? Now, I want to keep it to entertainment industry simply because I don't want to be looking up all of these numbers before stream and then really go deep into stuff like Gillette or the Olympics, stuff like that. I want to keep it to entertainment because I do think that is what my channel centers around. And it makes more sense. So, my initial reaction to this is no. But it is complicated. Is get woke, go broke a lie? Yeah, kinda. Maybe a better way to put that is it's overused. It's basically used on anything. Everything and anything is woke. And when everything is woke, nothing actually is. So what has gone woke that has actually not made money and not been successful? And as I am doing research for not only the stream, but the actual video I'm talking right now, I can't find anything. Even movies like Ghostbusters 2016 and Solo, two examples I would say are pretty normally brought up, all made money. So what in this sort of narrative that we've had is actually losing money? And now we can also discuss long-term damage. I do think that really doesn't exist in the Ghostbusters franchise because Ghostbusters Afterlife just came out and I've heard a lot of really good things about it. Now, I am not a huge Ghostbusters fan at all, simply because it is a movie I've never really seen before, but I do know there was generally a pretty good reception on it. When it comes to Star Wars, it really depends on who you talk to. We've heard Kathleen Kennedy is banging out the door for years and years and years, and then she gets a contract renewal. So she is obviously doing something very correct. And in doing so, she has seen a franchise that has made billions of dollars. Let me repeat that. Billions of dollars. Now, there's also a facet to this. Could it have done better? And that is more of a hypothetical. And there are situations in every single facet, whether it is Star Wars or DC Comics or Marvel, where every single one could have done better. And a lot of these franchises, is it actually the reason? Is it being woke, quote unquote woke? Is that the actual reason? Or is it because it was bad writing? And I think a perfect example of that is the Birds of Prey. Something that was marketed in a very particular way. And I think you know exactly what I mean when I say that. And it did kind of go through the trials and tribulations of using Harley Quinn in a Birds of Prey movie where it wasn't really necessary. It was more of a Harley Quinn movie. And it was actually not very, the characterization of each one of these different Birds of Prey and Harley and Cassandra Cain were terribly, terribly off. I would say Harley was pretty correct, and I love Margot Robbie as Harley. She does a phenomenal job. But the character of Cassandra Cain was unrecognizable from the comics and should not have been shoehorned into a movie until you were going to introduce her in something like the Batman, where she actually belongs for that brief introduction, right? Even Batgirl would have been better to have Cassandra Cain be introduced in. And then as far as the other characters, a lot of what we see with, like, say, Renee Montoya. I liked her actress a lot. I think she did a great job with what she had to work with. She really highlighted the misogyny at her workplace. And a lot of people don't want to see that, even though it happens all the time. It does. But you're going there for entertainment. So is that considered woke or is that considered bad writing? And I actually think it would probably be a mixture of two. And it obviously did well enough where we're seeing the screenwriter go until another project in the Flashpoint or the Flash 2022, whatever they're calling it at this point. I'm not exactly sure. It does feel very vindicative of Flashpoint. It seems like there's been a lot of rumors that is going to get rid of stuff like the Snyder Cut and possibly Henry Cavill's Superman. I don't know. I one can hope, right? One can hope. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't hate the Snyder Cut. I just didn't think it was worth the praise that it got. And I have had quite a few bad interactions with the cult around it. So that's where I'm going to leave that. But if we look at these individually, for a very long time, we saw stuff like Black Panther being called woke. And, you know, one could argue that it is. And it made $1 billion. And it is just beloved by all communities within fandom. Another one, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was really, everybody went really, really heavy on Captain Marvel. She said a lot of really weird things, right? And people were upset. You know, it made $1 billion. Like, you could argue that it was shoehorned in between two big movies, but we're actually going to have to wait and see how the Marvels itself does, which I think is very silly. It should have been Captain Marvel too. I don't like the direction they're taking it. She deserves her own spotlight. Her comic book right now is one of the best at Marvel. It is phenomenal. Well, next to Moon Knight, I would say, but her book is really, really great right now. That person needs to be working on the Marvels. So I want to discuss this in a longer format because I do think it is very complicated. And at the end of the day, mostly the answer is no, because we're looking at a million different definitions of what woke is. It's pretty much a lazy way to describe something instead of giving real feedback as to why you did or did not like anything. I do think there is a facet of fandom that has a decent definition of woke, but the real definition of woke we'll use tomorrow, right? We will look at it and actually use I'm not going to use a whole bunch of different definitions. That's dumb. I'm not playing those games. We use real definitions and go through real facts and evidence as far as what was made, what was earned. Did it make money? Did it exceed? Did it kind of not do as well as some has hoped? And I think a lot of this started with that Ghostbusters franchise and then the Battlefield drama that went on years ago. That was, a lot of people were upset that there was a woman with a prosthetic arm in it. And it still sold 7.3 million copies. So we're going to go over it. But I want to know your comments down below. Let me know what you think on this situation. Let me know if you think it is real, if it is fake. We may end up sharing some of the comments tomorrow just as a forewarning. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.